I gleaned a lot from that talk, so thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
What's right for me is something you and I were speaking about the other day, and something I was speaking with my partner about yesterday, and where it has to do with our rental and how they're pushing us out because of the system, capitalism.
Where do you feel this
Um,
in your body?
Kind of like the sides of my torso, like leading into my arms a little bit.
Okay, so just notice the sensation, okay? And I want you to get crystal clear on what you want to explore.
It, I think what it has to do with is the fight to just be in a place. And I get it. This is a common theme for me, I feel. And why is it so difficult for people to just let me be? I don't know
So
if that's
just
just how
pause
it's
on that.
coming out. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So just for a second, okay? I want you to feel into that sensation in your body, Jew, and see if you need to discharge it. Okay. I'm going to check in with the other
Mhm.
group members. I'm going to zoom out to zhuzh this so it's relevant to the whole group. Okay.
Yes.
Does this resonate to anybody? Why can't I just live my life and just be here? Anybody? As I see nodding. Okay. So as we work with Geo, I want you to work on yourself and go, where do I feel this in my body? What's the intensity? And what do I need to discharge the intensity? Do I land it historically? Okay. So while I'm working with Geo, I want each of you to be working too. Okay.
My asthma is flaring up.
Beautiful. Last time your asthma flared up, it was connected to grief. How does that land? I didn't tell you that. I knew that, but now I'm just checking in with you.
Yeah, I don't, there probably is grief in there, but it's more grief of the past when I'm trying to live in the present. I'm trying
Yes.
not to think about that.
How's it
Mm.
working? Trying not to think about that.
I've had discharges.
Yes. Okay. So just pause. Okay. Zooming out. When we try to not think about it, we have a tab open on our computer that we have to go over and go, oh, no, not this one. Okay. It's just
Oh,
an energy drain. Okay. It's an adaptation from a part of us that we
yeah.
don't want to visit that because there's something there that feels like it's too much. Okay. The
Mm.
reason why I'm putting emphasis on this, Geo, is because if you don't process it, it will keep happening in your life. And this is why it keeps happening, right? So,
Mm.
Freud, I think it was Freud, named repetition compulsion, right? We repeat old patterns until we can figure it out. We're trying to heal it unconsciously, okay? This is
Mhm.
the same dynamic when we call in relationships or homes or things that repeat that same dynamic. What's happening in you now, Geo, as I name that?
Part of me understands there's still these things to explore, and part of me stop beating a dead horse
Yeah.
because it's
Okay.
exhausting.
Yes. What's the dead horse?
Going back and grieving the fact that I'm an immigrant and that I'm not home and all of that.
Interesting. What's the sensation in your abdomen now?
I think it's gone to my hands at the moment.
Hey, let's grab something to discharge this, okay?
Give me a second.
Perfect. Everyone else gets something to discharge, okay? And I'm going to name it for you in bodies assigned female at birth. Okay, if you were socialized as women, this is going to land differently in your bodies. Okay, I think it's perfect that I went to this where are the men thing yesterday. I had all this
Right?
charge after, and I'm like, what's going on? And now I get to land it. So thank you. So, anything that's happening in your body, what you're going to do is you're going to twist it, you're going to bare your teeth. Okay, this is the key. And then twist it and let it out of your body. Okay. and then let it go. And notice what happens in your body, Geo.
I feel it's not gone away, but there's like this like energy moving like this.
What's the emotional sense quality of that sensation?
Right now, it's okay, this is where you are. And
That's not an emotion, that's a story. What's the emotion?
yeah, it feels like maybe it's mental. I don't know, but um
Happy, sad, scared, excited,
a little bit excited, but also just move on a little bit. Or just, yeah, I'll
annoyed,
get to work.
frustrated,
Like you're gonna figure it out. Like it's fine.
frustrated, dismissive.
A little frustrated, but also just a little excited because I know I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. So zooming out. Okay. Things keep repeating when we don't land at the proper place. So, Geo, for you, you said, I'm an immigrant. I had to leave, blah, blah, blah. You haven't gone far enough yet. Okay. The colonization, the requirement that there were people who had to flee or leave or had to, that's where the charge is. Not to say good or bad, it's just the truth, right? Is someone took over the land and determined who would stay and who wouldn't, and who would get land and who didn't, and all this other stuff. How does that feel when I say it like that?
Relevant.
Yes, you had a yawn.
It's funny, the asthma passes and then like other emotions come out. It's almost like a wall that needs to be removed for other stuff to come out.
Yes, but what happens now as I name the dynamic that someone's saying who has a right to be here and who doesn't?
It makes me really angry.
Good. Where's the anger?
In my heart,
Good. Can we discharge it into something?
yeah, and I want to cry at the same time.
Good. Anger usually protects us from grief or fear. So now everyone discharge this for you, okay? Because there is a gendered thing here too for other folks. Because the colonizers did things to women's bodies, which is also representative of the land. So just twist. Breathe. Breathe, let it drain out of you. Good. Everyone, hang in there, okay? Let this drain. So it's like your roots are connected, okay? But you're processing a different part of this timeline for you. So, Gio, I'm going to do one little piece next, and then I'm going to jump to the other group because you've invited us into this. But it includes the dynamic, gender dynamic. So I just want to name that, okay? So I don't want you to take it personally, right?
Mhm.
So for you, I want you to try the phrase, I have every right to be here. Does that feel relevant to say?
Yes,
What happens when you imagine saying it?
every right to be here. Feels like I'm putting a stake in the ground.
Yes. And now I want you to imagine you're going to hand a stake in the ground. You have every right to be here too. Just notice what happens when I say that.
I feel like I'm facing a system bigger than me, and it won't listen.
What won't listen?
Just capitalism.
So now we're going to land that charge there. The reason why I'm inviting you to say
Hmm.
this, Gio, this is the work for you.
Yep.
I have every right to be here. You have every right to be here. Let's get to work. How does that land?
It's almost let's make this work.
Yes. Let's make this work together. Notice what happens in your body. Okay?
Compassion.
Yes. With a boundary. That's the
Hmm.
piece that you need to work on is to hold your boundary. Compassion with a boundary, not compassion and with porosity or shrinking down until they're
Okay.
ready. They're going to get ready when you hold your boundary and say, this is the way that we're going to do it if you want to work with me.
Okay.
Does that make sense? What's happening in your body as I say that?
Readiness
Good,
or calmness. Yeah.
good, good. So you keep journaling